Hey everybody, Darren Cross here. This is the assignment video for the 6-1 simulation journal. So as I mentioned in the welcome video, the point of this assignment is for you to go back through the simulation for the third and final time, this time making decisions from the standpoint of diversity, equity, and inclusion, as well as corporate social responsibility. And the journal is going to actually record or reflect your experience by making decisions from that standpoint, right? So again, this is the template that I want you to use. This template is completely formatted the way that you need to format it. Take the brackets out, like fill in the red stuff with your name, date, and then make it black. Turn the red off. Make everything black, and get rid of the brackets. Okay. Then you want to do the same thing here. You want to get rid of the brackets, put your stuff in, and then turn this all the same color. It's all going to be black. Okay. So there are a couple of pieces here. Really simple, I think. So let's just go through it. So you want to start with an intro to your journal. Okay. So this is the intro to your journal. This time you're going to be focused on DEI and CSR, right? So here you're going to define in one sentence each what each of these things is, right? So you're going to actually say, this is diversity, equity, inclusion are those efforts to blah, 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 blah. Corporate social responsibility is a company's goal to 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z. Okay. Then you're going to transition right to a discussion to these elements as they relate to the simulation. So you could say, here's a definition of this. Here's a definition of this. Here, following is a discussion of DEI and CSR as they relate to my experience with the simulation. That's it. That's all you got to do. Okay. Then the next thing is you're going to talk about two things: hiring practices, which is really the DEI part, and then CSR. Keep them separated in your mind so that you can stay focused, right? So when we talk about hiring practices, we're really talking about DEI. And the first thing we want to answer is in the first paragraph here. So in the first paragraph, describe how you think the company did regarding DEI and their hiring practices. Then support your answer. Discuss, discuss some things they did. I'll fix that. Discuss some things they did that would suggest a strong DEI orientation. So you want to use direct language. I think my company did well with DEI. They hired this, they brought in outside, they did that. I think that helps to spread diversity of thought, diversity of innovation, and things like that. It's really that simple. One paragraph, 3 to 5 sentences, okay? Then in your second paragraph, you want to describe some things that you think the company could have done better. And I want to tell you now, some people try to get away with, no, they did pretty good. I don't think they could have done anything better. That is never, ever, ever, ever the answer in business. You can always do things better. The goal of this is not for you to go down a checklist and say, okay, could they have done things better? Nope. The goal for you is to think critically about things that they could have done better. Okay. So you need to talk about something that you think they could do better. Okay. Suggest a way that they can actually improve that element that you think they can improve on. So how do you think they can actually improve that thing that you think they could have done better? And then discuss why you think that this improvement and your suggestion of how to improve would be good. Okay. Make sure that you're talking about DEI stuff here, though. Okay. So make sure this is focused on DEI. All right. So that takes care of the hiring practices, the DEI section of the paper. So then we're going to move on to the CSR part. And this is going to be pretty similar. In your first paragraph, describe the CER initiatives that you noticed in the simulation. What were the actions? What did the companies actually do? And what was the impact of those actions? And then also talk about how they relate to CER. Why is that a CER thing? I'm asking you to do that because a lot of times people will say the company did this action, and I'm like, okay, that's not really a CSR action. You're saying something. I'm glad that you're digging and thinking about things that they're doing, but I want you to I want to know that you actually know what CSR means and that you can recognize it in action. Okay, so I want you to actually make that connection, right? So in this first paragraph, 3 to 5 sentences, you're going to say, hey, these are the initiatives that this company put into play. It impacted the population by creating this opportunity, which actually and absolutely demonstrates a social responsibility to their community by improving the lifestyles or improving the living conditions of the community, right? So that's the way that you want to address this. Then in your second paragraph, much like this first section, you want to describe some things that you think the company could have done better. And again, don't cop out and say that they don't need to improve anything, because all companies can improve always. Okay. So suggest a way that they can actually improve that element you want to improve, and then discuss why you think that suggestion would be good, right? So you actually want to dig into both of the things here, right? So DEI practices, improvement, CSR, and improvement. And it's all you need to do. Again, each one of these is going to be one paragraph, one paragraph, one paragraph, one paragraph, one paragraph, one paragraph. And each paragraph is 3 to 5 sentences. Make sure that you're indenting each paragraph so that keeps your mind straight. That's also APA. So we're talking about 5 paragraphs here. Stay focused, okay? Don't talk about anything that we're not talking about here, and make sure that you address the things that we are talking about. If you do that, I think you're going to do great. But if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. Good luck, everyone.